It's time to get your Wednesday on. It's time to get your Wednesday on. It's time to get your Wednesday on with Chuck Jerome. It's time for the news. It's time to get casually uncomfortable. News edition with your host, Chuck Jerome. Viewer discretion is advised. What the frick is going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Listen, sometimes you got to get the songs out, you got to get the singies out, and then you got to get the voices out. You got to have fun with it. That's what I'm doing. It's the middle of the week. It's the middle of the week. Middle of the week. And I'm not going crazy. I'm already crazy. But that is not what we're here for. We are here for the news. And I got some good stuff this week. I found some more wild shit that is going on. Half the time I don't believe it, but guess what? It is real. Because we're living in some kind of fucking simulation. And where in the next 20 years, shit's going to be so fucked up, you're not going to know up from down, in from out, left from right, black from white. You're not going to know any of it. But again, that's not what we're here for. All right, first article. It's called Cruise Foot. Like a ship, like a cruise ship. Because this nasty bitch was shown through video scratching her nasty fungusy foot with a fork from the buffet on the cruise ship. And it was on a Carnival cruise. I've never been on a Carnival cruise, but I've never heard good things about Carnival. Never. But, I'm not getting on any one of those anytime soon. A few friends of mine said, hey, let's go on a cruise. Dude, I have seen so many people just cough into the fucking air. Dude, it would be a brawl. You're going to the buffet and the motherfuckers just just into the air, not even covering their mouth. I am going to fucking throw them overboard. So, old Chucky boy would rather not set himself up for failure. But back to this nasty bitch. It's a 2-part video where she is scratching and rubbing all over her feet with her hands. Then she gets a fork and scratching and rubbing all over her foot. And it is disgusting to watch. Something like that, I'm snitching. But nobody did. They just posted the video. And then Carnival decided to make light of the situation. And they said, we can confirm that forks are intended for food, not foot care. Why would they put that up there? They're just fucking with people now. Now your stock's going to go down because you think it's a fucking game. And then they also said, our crew works hard every day to maintain high standards across our fleet. And what they meant to say was fleet, but they crossed out fleet and put feet. I don't know why they're fucking joking. I don't know what part of that is a fucking game. And then they also claim to have found the fork and removed it from service. Dude, there's no fucking way that they did that. And everybody's saying there's no way they did it. You know why? Because they didn't take the video. None of the fucking wait staff saw that shit happening. Dude, when I've worked in restaurants, I've seen, if someone was doing something wild and crazy, like feeding their fucking dog with the fucking into the bowl and the spoon or anything like that. It's going in the trash. We're not even putting that into the dishwasher. No way. No, we're just throwing it away. Sorry. But the server didn't see it. I know it's a buffet, but there has to be wait staff there to pick up plates and cups and utensils. So I don't understand that. But again, I'm not getting on a carnival ride, a carnival cruise ever. So if they go under, it was their fucking fault because they thought it was a motherfucking game. This article is called The Diddy Brawl. And you're thinking, what? Diddy? What happened? What'd he do? Did he do it? Yeah, he fucking did it. So now he's out there at Fort Dix causing all types of trouble. So now he beat up a man and he choked him out. And now Diddy's in solitary confinement for possibly 30 days. A big brawl broke out. People were fucking with him. And he said, you know what? I ain't the one to be fucked with. He said, I'm the Lord of the oil, and I will show you how slippery I can be. And he slipped on around this motherfucker behind him and choked him out. And everybody's like, yeah, Diddy held his own in this brawl, which was broken up by other inmates. What? Other inmates? Come on. That's a bitch move. Hey, Diddy, stop. You're hurting him. And they got it. No. Listen, you're in fucking jail. You let that motherfucker go until they have to call in extra fucking correctional officers to get things in order. What? Yeah, it says it was broken up by other inmates. The bitches of the cell blocks. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, what? That's crazy. I don't know. Listen, this is just some wild shit going on in the world. And then he's going to be out, probably not too much longer. I don't want to look it up. I don't want that juju over here. It's like, I look it up and it's like rubbing the genie lamp. And then he appears, all oily. You have summoned me. And I'm like, Diddy, no! Oh, shit. Hey, listen. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having fun. Just remember, you got Thursday and Friday. Get your shit together. Because the week is almost over. Yeah. All right, listen. For this article, excuse my language. This dirty cocksucking motherfucking piece of shit, Uncle Donnie, has ordered signs to be placed outside the Smithsonian National Museum of American History to caution visitors about exhibits that the administration views as inaccurate. That's where we're at now. This motherfucker is doing whatever the fuck he wants. However he's feeling that day, he will pass a motherfucking law. That day. That's how quick he's getting shit done. That day. He's like, who's lying today? Fuck it. Put up a sign. Shut him down. It's fucking crazy. It says the order directs Department of Interior to issue warnings and also to direct people about where they can find accurate information regarding America's history. And this part I didn't know, but it says the Trump administration has often accused the Smithsonian Institution, the world's largest research museum, as well as other academic organizations, of harboring an anti-American bias. And what he's doing is called restoring trust in the Smithsonian Institution. Accuses museum leaders of not doing enough to celebrate America's founders on the country's 250th anniversary of independence. So he's like, look, you guys didn't even do nothing for that. And for that, all the shit you're saying are fucking lies. It says the museum is accused of veering towards extreme political activism rooted in Marxism to divide, dispirit, and discourage Americans. Yep. However he wants to put it, he's going to motherfucking rewrite history. Oh, that didn't happen. Oh, no, they're already doing it. Oh, it's slavery, that didn't happen. That what? We see everybody as equals. This is the motherfucker that grew up in all of that. Like, if you saw pictures of his parents, you know they were slinging around the N-word. You know, just fucking like saying hello. So, we'll see, folks. We will fucking see. Where, just, I don't even know. And what, we got 3 years, 2.5 more years, something like that? Too fucking long. That's what I'm saying. Too fucking long. Like everybody, I never got into politics, but I watched from George W. Bush, Obama, Biden, Trump, all that. I've been watching all through that, and I don't know who had it fucking worse, who people thought was the worst. But from what I noticed and all the crazy shit that went on, this is just wild. A lot of shit seems personal with all this. I don't know, but you know what? We're going to keep moving on. I'm not even going to get into it. So there's more recalls. I just don't get it. So the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has issued a Class 2 recall for Heavenly Spices garlic powder. We're fucked. It was the lettuce. Now it's the garlic powder. Stores across Canada and online. Recalled due to microbial contamination. Potential microbial contamination. It could cause nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, and watery diarrhea. So if you happen to eat a salad and put some of this garlic on there, you're going to shit out your left lung. Okay? And potentially your right one. Yeah. We are fucked. If you were like, oh man, the best garlic I found was from Canada and you're importing that shit, you're like a borderline terrorist at this point. And then also, I found this as I was looking at the garlic bullshit. The peeled garlic from Christopher Ranch and Garland peeled garlic, 2 different companies. More shit, same thing. Now their contamination came from potentially improper storage temperatures. So someone didn't put the shit away at the plant and then was like, fuck it, just sell it. Yeah. We're fucked, man. You want to eat healthy? Well, you're going to die. You want to eat bad? You're going to die. I get it. We're all going to die. But, if you want to, prolong life, right now, there's no real way. You don't want to drink the water. There's fucking all kinds of probably crazy shit they haven't even told us about the water. So, and then nothing has seeds anymore. I've seen more and more videos, TikTok, Instagram, about how there's no seeds anymore. Everything is going seedless. Look at everything. And that is so that they can control everything. Like I said, in fucking 20 years, everything's going to be seedless. You're not going to be able to grow fruits and vegetables at your house because you will, in fact, be branded as a fucking terrorist and an enemy of the state. And when the government and these big companies have the monopoly on the seeds for everything, guess what? One fucking orange is going to be $10. And if you fucking want it, you're going to buy it. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, maybe I'll talk about this a little bit more on Monday's episode. Yeah, so tune in. I'm going to add that down right now for Monday's episodes. Like, we're fucked, man. This is just crazy. And then this article talking about flocked cameras. People are not happy about these. They are, they're in your face. See, people weren't worried about the cameras over the over stoplights and shit like that when they were up above. And you know what they say, out of sight, out of mind. You didn't hear people bitching and complaining about these cameras that are looking down into your car. You blast through a red light, it takes a picture of you. It shows your dumb face on the picture. I've had one years ago. I blew through a red light. I thought I could make it. It took a picture and it showed the front and the back of my fucking head. And you're just driving with a dumb look on your face because you're driving. And I thought it was crazy. I still have it to this day. It's packed away somewhere. Like, you got me. But these flock cameras, they're in your face. You can see them. They are on the ground. They are self-sustaining because they got a fucking solar panel on them. And I've seen more and more videos where people are like, hey, if you see these flocked cameras, I'm not saying do this, but what people are doing, and they're going through the steps of how people are fucking covering themselves up and doing this and doing that to knock these cameras down. And then I've seen videos, I need to double check this. I've seen videos where they're talking about, hey, these flocked cameras, for protection, they can track like Bluetooth in the area. It'll fucking connect. Like, you get too close to it, it'll connect. It'll show your GPS location and all this shit to kind of keep it safe. So even if you cover yourself up with 6 layers and paint yourself a different fucking color, it's not going to matter. Like, they'll know. And like, this is just so fucking crazy. Like, I just think about the Super Bowl. Everybody, this kind of went over everybody's head. It was the Super Bowl commercial about someone who lost their dog, and then they used the Ring cameras in the last known location to search for the dog. And that's just the dog. So they're and they said they've been using that stuff to find, illegals. And when ICE was really getting crazy, earlier this year and last year, they were like, yeah, we're partnering with Flock, and now Flock is just going crazy. Yeah, we can just tap into your Ring camera whenever we want without you knowing, and we can do what we need to do. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Crazy times, folks. Crazy, crazy times. And let's get back to another article about recalls. And this one is now for eggs. So we got lettuce, we got garlic, we got eggs. And there's a salmonella outbreak. Do not eat, sell, serve white shell eggs, brown cage-free shelled eggs, and more salmonella. We are fucked. Like, next week or in a couple weeks, it's going to be E. coli in the motherfucking beef. And then a couple weeks after that, it'll probably be the water. There's some kind of fucking bloodborne fucking pathogen in the water. Someone fucking fell into a tank for the listen. It sounds crazy, but it doesn't. It sounds like anything could happen. And I told y'all, what was it, Monday's episode? No, maybe the Monday before. Yeah, it was the Monday before. Lettuce dodging. How I went and I celebrated my first full week of my new job. And I got a steak, I got potatoes. I got some broccoli and cauliflower. And I usually like a salad with a steak. A steak, get a little couple bites of salad, a little bit of steak. It's a delicious combo. But I wasn't really keeping up on the salad. I just knew salad. I was like, fuck it. It can't be all the salads. Well, the one salad that I pick up from the store is the fucking company that everybody's like, don't eat from, Taylor Farms. So I didn't. I dodged a bullet. I was going to, joke and say, hey, I'm going to be out next week, shitting my brains out. And I took a picture of the salad in the bag. And then something came up across on my feed on Instagram. And I was like, holy shit. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. And the only reason I didn't eat it was because I was making all that other food. And then I didn't want to, toss the salad. Any other time I'm ready to toss that salad. But this time I didn't. So, dodge that bullet. So, this lady went to the movies to check something out. It was like a, what is that called? Like a screening for something. It's not for everybody, but a lot of these movie theaters now, they got fancy. They're trying to make that money. So they're making pizzas and nachos and desserts and shit like that. And I go to a few places like that have good stuff. The one I go to, they have really good nachos. Really delicious nachos. But this woman, she goes, it's in Florida, of course. And they're laughing at this scene in the movie. And this guy didn't like that they were just laughing away. Like it was a funny scene. He wasn't happy that they were just cackling over in the corner. And he turned around and he told them to shut the fuck up. And they were pissed off, because, well, she was pissed off because he could have asked nicely. You didn't have to be cussing at me, motherfucker. And that's what she said to him. She's like, hey, you could have told us to be quiet without using profanity. And then the man gets up and said, I want to throw away your food. That's how pissed off I am. I want to fucking throw away your food. And instead of throwing away the food, the man grabbed a metal pizza pan and struck the woman in the face. And I guess when she put her hand up to try and cover the fucking blow, he also broke her finger. So you go to a movie theater, there's a funny scene, y'all are laughing and giggling and having a good time. Someone tells you to shut the fuck up. And you're like, what the fuck? Don't talk to me like that. And then the guy gets up and goes, I should throw your food away, you fucking... Urgh. And then he gets so mad, he hits you in the face with a pizza pan, breaks your finger, and then returned to his seat and lifted his drink towards them and went, cheers. And guess what? He got away. He got away. The security at the fucking theater didn't do anything right. You know, I don't know if they can detain someone, but he broke her fucking finger and assaulted her. Dude, someone else could have also stepped up. I mean, at that point, if he's ready and willing to do something like that, you don't know what he has on him. You know, honestly, you really don't know. But this guy got away. What the fuck? And then here's how I think about it. You're in a dark theater. Even if this guy had a firearm, sneak attack. You see him hit the woman, go back to his seat, clothesline the back of his fucking head, grab a chair and fucking swing away. I don't understand that. Like, what the fuck? Hit that motherfucker. Don't let him leave. I hope they find him. I really do. I hope they find this guy, and they definitely will. You know? He probably got caught on a flock camera somewhere, and they're going to find him. So, good luck with that. I'm sorry that woman her movie was ruined by some dickhead, which is just, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I was sitting in the theater and I saw someone do that. Like, what do you do? You're going to be fucking flabbergasted. You're going to be like, is this part of the movie? Like, is this that new 3D shit? I mean, 4D shit? Like, what? But yeah, I hope this guy gets caught. And then she gets to beat his ass with a fucking pizza pan. So. All right, folks. Chuck's out of here. Peace, y'all. Let's hear some music. Woo, always finding some wild shit. All right, now, don't forget Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Casually Uncomfortable, Twitter, at Casually Unchuck. Let your friends know. All right, have a great weekend. You know what? It's going to be August the next time you hear from me. Damn! This year is fucking moving and grooving. So get your shit together, okay? And when you do that, don't be a piece of shit. Peace.